morning, everybody. Mike here at TTK Small Engine Repair. We are located at 54398 County Road 657, Paw Paw, Michigan. That is exactly 6/10 of a mile south off of Red Arrow Highway, located centrally between Paw Paw, Lawton, and Mattawan. Our phone number is 731-298-1702. My last video, I was talking about this particular mower. This is a Derby mower made by Simplicity and Ferris. How I had popping noise coming through the exhaust on this. And you can see how quiet that engine is right now. We're going to rev it up. And there's absolutely no popping. If you recall, I replaced the ignition coils on this because at higher RPMs you could hear it popping through the exhaust. Not loud, but you knew you had an issue, and it could have been either my ignition coils, fuel related, or possibly misadjustment on valves. Well, we chose the ignition coils for a couple different reasons. See if we can zoom in on these plugs for you. But you can see this particular plug here where it wasn't burning the gas, and that is a clean plug, meaning might have a little bit of oil coming by, but for the most part that's gas. And then obviously we can see this one and how clean it is. So I had two coils which I didn't go over. This is the decent one. Now the specs on these coils, where I'm at right now, testing from ground through the, I'm going to turn this back down, testing through the wire to ground, should be 25 to 5,000 ohms. Now right now it's reading 892, which is a little high, which is fine. Now I come over here to this terminal and ground. It's reading 3.065. That should read roughly 0.5 to 2.5 ohms. Again, a little high, but it was a working coil. Now let me set this phone down for a second here. And we're going to swap these around from one coil to the other. And this will show you why I replaced the ignition coil. Whoops. There, get that zoom back in. And we're getting absolutely no read on this coil. This was on the left bank, if you recall in my past video. We're testing it identical to what we just did that one, and then we'll go from this point to this point. Now that's within reasonable range. So typically, like this one, going from point A, from the coil wire down to ground, again we're reading 0. That calls for 25 to 5,000. Anything under 10, I'm going to let it go. But we definitely had a bad coil. It was providing spark, and this is where you got to be careful. Even though you use a spark tester and it lights your spark tester or sparks, does not mean that you don't have a bad coil. If you were using simply just a spark tester, then you'd have wound up tearing the carburetor off or possibly readjusting the valves on both sides, etc. But the most important thing for me was these spark plugs. They told me I had an issue, and more than likely it was going to be with these ignition coils. So to test a decent coil, we're going to hook to there. Excuse me for moving my phone around, but I don't have a tripod out here. And so I've got it connected back to the good coil from ground to coil wire, and the resistance is 8.98. A little bit high, but again, anything under 10 I'm fine with. And we could tell by the spark plug here that that was firing and burning good inside that combustion chamber. So there you have it. Kind of gives you an idea how I test my coils too. And but we've got this running like a champ. I finally got my last part in today for this mower deck. So I'm going to get the idler pulleys replaced, get the 2 new belts on there, and hopefully we'll have this guy all set to go. But anyway, we work on a variety of different things, as I stated, from 0 turns to riding lawnmowers to push mowers, Husqvarna steel chainsaws, snow blowers, single stage, 2-stage, weed whips, leaf blowers, generators, log splitters, anything that has a 2 or 4 stroke engine on it, typically that I can fit in my garage, we will work on it. So always call first to make sure that I'm here, not out chasing after parts, etc. We don't want to inconvenience any of our customers. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to noon, and we're closed on Sundays. Again, our phone number is 731-298-1702. And feel free at any time, because I know there's a lot of guys out there that work on their own stuff. If you run into any questions or a problem, hey, give me a call. I might be able to give you a helpful tip on how to cure your problem and get you going again. So that's what we're here for, not just to do repairs, but if we can help you out, we'd love to. So on that note, that's pretty much all we've got, but I'm very impressed with how this Kohler engine runs on this Derby. And this puppy has got, oh, I don't know if you can see it, 764 hours on that motor. So that many hours and running that good, that's excellent. So very happy with it. Very pleased with my diagnosis that I diagnosed it right, and obviously this being the bad coil. So anyway, that's all we've got for today. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, give us a call at 731-298-1702. Everybody, take care. God bless. Bye-bye.